Hello folks, how you doing? Huge weekend of boxing, and I was absolutely delighted to see it. I was delighted to see that if one of my favorite fighters on the planet at the minute, if not my favorite fighter at the minute on the planet, Vasily Lomachenko, the king, is back. A fantastic performance against Nakatani. Um, when this fight was first talked about, I thought it was a brave fight for Lomachenko to take in a comeback fight. Obviously, he had the shoulder surgery. He had a big issue in the fight with Lopez, which he lost. He would have been excused for taking an easier fight. Nakatani is a good fighter. He's a tough man. He had a lot of hate on Lomachenko as well. I remember when Nakatani fought Lopez. I watched the fight. I was getting ready for my own fight somewhere. I was in America watching the fight on TV, and I was unimpressed with Lopez in that performance. By his standards, certainly, and what we've seen him do since, it was an underwhelming performance. And I remember thinking, his next fight he fought Richard Comey, and I know Richard well, and I had a feeling that Comey had a chance in that fight. I still had Lopez as favourite going into the fight, but I thought, Comey has a chance here. Lopez blew him away. Absolutely blew him away. Ripped up the script. And the performance that he had previously against Nakatani was almost forgotten about. I think he knocked Comey out in the second round. Fantastic performance. So, anyway, getting back to Lomachenko and Nakatani, that is why I thought it was a brave fight. Nakatani's a good fighter. No doubt about it. But Lomachenko, just the way he went about it, he's got such a unique style. Like there hasn't been another fighter in the history of boxing with a style like Lomachenko. It's almost like he's created a new style of boxing. High moves, the angles he creates. Like he's an aggressive, he's an offensive fighter. I wouldn't say he's that aggressive, but he's an offensive fighter. But always thinking about defense as well as going forward. So he's coming forward, making you miss. Defense is always top priority, but he's being aggressive and putting you under serious amounts of pressure just by his feet and his angles and the positions he gets into. But I liked what he done against Nakatani. He literally broke the big guy down. The angles he creates it's almost like, it's baffling. I don't really know how he does it. I genuinely don't know how he does it. I remember someone talking to me about Lomachenko and kids looking up to him and trying to copy his style. And I remember saying, kids shouldn't try to be like Lomachenko because it's going to be very difficult to replicate what he does, even if you start doing it at an early age. But I'm glad to see him back. I'm glad to see him put in a performance like that. And it was great to see that he wants the Lopez fight. Now, I don't know if Lopez is going to hang around lightweight too much longer. I know that he has struggles making the weight. And I think Lomachenko could probably go down to super featherweight if he wanted. So I don't know if the fight's going to happen, even though there was agreement, kind of Bob Arum and Lopez's dad after the fight shook hands and agreed that the Lomachenko-Lopez 2 was going to take place. I don't know if Lopez is going to be able to hang around at lightweight for much longer. But I'm just glad to see him back. I love the guy. I think he's an absolute enigma. And I was delighted to see that there was no repercussions from the last performance, no negative thoughts going into the fight from the Lopez fight. Going into this fight from the Lopez fight, the shoulder injury looked to be completely fine, and a fully fit, physically fit and mentally fit Lomachenko is going to be an absolute nightmare for anybody in the super featherweight because he can't make that weight or lightweight division.